In death by coronavirus with COVID-19, 19 out of 20 deaths, that's a full 95%. 95% of all deaths are a result of ARDS. This is acute respiratory distress syndrome. So we're going to call this ARDS. So we have ARDS being blamed for 95% of deaths from COVID-19. Think of this as pneumonia on steroids. Really nasty stuff, okay? Now, here's the thing. Of people who suffer from acute respiratory distress syndrome, over 90% of those people have a pre-existing vitamin D deficiency. And this is data I got from one of the top longevity scientists in the world, David Sinclair, author of the book Lifespan. Okay? He is a world-renowned scientist. And he says that vitamin D is, in his words, VIP in terms of COVID-19. So 90% of people with ARDS, vitamin D deficiency. What? Vitamin D deficiency. And then we also know, people talk about this hydroxychloroquine stuff, like, oh, you've been treating with hydroxychloroquine, some people get antibiotics, some people get high-dose vitamin C, but the big thing that people are talking about is the combination of hydroxychloroquine and high-dose zinc, okay? This is a zinc deficiency, everybody. Zinc literally prevents virus replication on a cellular level, okay? Zinc prevents virus replication at a cellular level. Add a bunch of zinc back to the human, and it can prevent the replication of this virus, okay? So the reason why I'm telling you this is we see clearly that micronutrient deficiencies seem to play a major role in the risk of COVID-19 complications, right? Vitamin D and zinc. Do you know what truly metabolic healthy people don't suffer from? Micronutrient deficiencies. I harp on micronutrients all of the time. In fact, the entire Clovis approved foods list is literally optimized for the most micronutrients per gram of food that you ingest. I had Marty Kendall on my podcast from Optimizing Nutrition. We talked about the importance of micronutrient intake. I have been telling you for over a month, eat organ meats, eat beef liver, vitamin D. Eat egg yolks, vitamin D. Get outside, get 15 minutes of direct sunshine, vitamin D, right? I eat oysters. You could literally eat 6 oysters a day and get more than enough of your RDA of zinc. Or just take a zinc supplement, right? Eat whole foods, change the world. It's that simple, right? If you eat Clovis and don't have micronutrient deficiencies, you're going to be in a better position than most people. I'm not saying it prevents anything. I'm not saying it cures anything. But do you see how unbelievably simple this is? This is ridiculously simple. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but I wrote a free ebook called Combating Coronavirus with the 5 steps you should take to give yourself the best possible chance against coronavirus. Those 5 things: proper nutrition, proper sleep, nature for the wonderful benefits of sunshine and fresh air, environmental hormesis, it's cold showers and sauna, and nutritional supplements. My opinion has changed 0, everybody. My opinion has changed 0. My opinion has changed 0. Look at this comment from Michelle. She is an ICU nurse. 99% of every patient I see in the ICU on a ventilator, even outside of COVID, has a vitamin D deficiency. Exactly. Michelle, you hit the nail on the head, because this statistic I pulled, ARDS, yes, 95% of COVID cases are being blamed on ARDS, but this statistic here, 90% vitamin D deficiency, I'm talking about ARDS in general. So I'm not talking about COVID and ARDS. I'm talking about ARDS cases in the world over in general. 90% of them have a vitamin D deficiency. She's saying 99% of them. As an ICU nurse, she's backing me up, saying 99% of them have a vitamin D deficiency. But yet, after everything that I just ran you through, this whole episode, and the 4 or 5 additional coronavirus episodes I've done with the free ebook that I've done, which is also available as a free audiobook that I read to you, right? All this nonstop screaming at the camera, all of this passion, I assure you, people are still going to completely ignore the points that I've made here and go do their own thing. well, Fauci said this, and CNN said this, and Fox News said this, and my Auntie Judy said that I can drink diet tonic water and I'm going to be safe from the coronavirus and I'm going to continue to eat pasta and drink sweet white wine every fucking night, right? That's not how it works, everybody. It's not how it works. I promise you, okay? But I need you all to understand, make no mistake about it. I want to wrap this episode with this, and then we'll dig into some comments and questions. I need you to understand, COVID-19 is extremely serious and it's extremely scary. But that is because over 88% of the population is at risk of severe complications from this thing. Of course, we are dealing with a terrifying thing when 88% of the population is at risk of it. These are the people that we love more than anyone in the world. This is not lost on me. Moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, even children who by no fault of their own are living with chronic metabolic disease. 25% of children in America have at least one chronic metabolic disease. What? What are we doing here? I'm not downplaying the severity of this, but it sickens me that so much of the population is at risk of this fucking thing. It's crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only person on earth willing to stand here and say things exactly as they are, week after week. Thank God for people like Dr. Paul Saladino and Rob Wolf and Dr. Anthony J. and Dr. Ken Berry, all these guys that are consistently putting out good information on this topic and not letting the mainstream silence them. I promise you, the very best thing you can do right now is share this with your loved ones. Make them see the light, okay? In all other circumstances, if you followed Clovis for any length of time, you know I constantly tell you, do not force your nutrition beliefs, do not force Clovis on your loved ones. Don't try to force them to change, it doesn't work. Now, we're in a time of a global pandemic, and all that goes right out the window. You need to tell your loved ones that obese people are dying from COVID-19 at an astronomically higher rate than non-obese people. All while junk food sales and alcohol sales are at record highs all time. It's mental. People are staying home, not exercising, not going outside, buying all of the junk food and all of the alcohol and eating it while laying on the couch, binge watching TV. That is what social distancing has done to people. These people don't know better because they're listening to the mainstream. They need your help. They need my help. Now is not the time to hold your beliefs in because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. They're eating brownies and you're going to make them feel bad. Fuck all that. You need to help people. You need to help people. You need to help people. You have a responsibility to help people. Understand that. I have never said this to you guys. In an AMA, never. I have never said, get out there and tell people this information. But right now, people are dying. And they are burying their heads in the sand, and they are listening to the mainstream, and they're going, I can still eat Twinkies because the guy on CNN said that healthy people die too, so I'm going to keep eating Twinkies, and they justify these ridiculous decisions. This is incredibly dangerous, everybody. Putting out bad information like this is staggeringly dangerous, because it literally validates and justifies people's piss-poor decisions to not go outside and walk in the sun, to not eat healthy food, to not exercise. What? Just putting themselves at more and more risk of this thing. And guess what? Those of us that are healthy, we got to deal with this social distancing bullshit forever while the rest of the world tries to get their fucking act together. It's ridiculous, okay? People got to hear this stuff, everybody. Now is not the time to hold your beliefs inside. Stand up, stand for something, and give people this information. Do your part here. For real. Share this information. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be pissed. You're going to share this with a lot of people and they're going to go, that guy has muscles and he yells. He's arrogant. I don't like him. Yeah, well, okay, whatever. The message is the message, everybody. People either want to hear it or they don't. That's it. People want to bury their heads in the sand? Whatever. I don't know what to call that. I don't know what to call that type of willful ignorance. I don't know what to call it. I literally don't. I'm over it. It's ridiculous. At this point, People are grasping at straws, trying to find anything that they can cling to that prevents them from changing their lifestyle, that prevents them from feeling bad about the food that they eat, that prevents them from feeling bad that they're feeding their kids and their wife and their husbands and spouses, everybody feeding each other bullshit, right? And drinking alcohol every night, just putting their own family more and more and more at risk, right? Over and over and over, day after day after day, and all the while just pretending that there's nothing they can do. That's willful ignorance. Not having it. At Clovis, I teach self-awareness. That's it. Self-awareness is the lead domino for all sustainable lifestyle change. Self-awareness is the lead domino. You got to get people to be honest with themselves. You got to point things out to family members. Point stuff out. Okay? I can tell you right now, I have loved ones. I never bust their balls about nutrition. I am busting everybody's balls now. That is what I do. Sorry, I'm from New England. We say bust balls, not politically correct. Ban me from Twitter. What are you going to do? Right? So I'm busting people's balls. I am telling people exactly like it is. I have a lot of obese friends. I have a lot of obese family members. Right? And I am telling them exactly what is up right now. And I don't let them, usually I'll sit at the table and I'll listen to their excuses and this and that. I go, no, this is a global pandemic. This is a global pandemic. And you don't know a tenth of what I know about the human body. And you're going to listen right now, period. Got it? Because I'm not putting you in the ground. I refuse to do that. Not going to happen. It's that serious, everybody. I hope this is the last piece of coronavirus content I ever have to make. I'm telling you, I'm over this thing. It's crazy. I don't want to stand here and do these videos every week about this thing over and over and over and over. And the arguments, keyboard warriors that don't know dick about dick when it comes to health, and they want to say, this guy's wrong. Okay, cool, whatever, right? We got to change things, everybody. We got to change them. We got to change the focus of this thing. The focus is all wrong. Everything that everybody's focusing on is a complete and utter distraction. Right? When you open up your Google app on your phone and you're literally seeing stuff about Trump's name is on checks. What? How is this news? What are we doing? This is mental, everybody. So, I mean, just, if you want to be sheeple and you want to be lemmings, just keep paying attention to what the mainstream feeds you, or take some personal responsibility. Change your life for the better. Do it.